Welcome everyone to another edition of DOS Time, and this time around we are playing Alter Ego again. I promise I eventually get to this, so we're finally here, and we're here to play Alter Ego Female Edition. If you loved all the antics and wonderful things that we got to experience in the male version, well now we get to do it, except I get to be a girl. What could possibly go wrong? Anyway, I've already decided, I had to think about it. And I was like, well, I gotta come up with a name. What's a name that we can choose from? And I'm gonna immediately, there's a good chance, there is a small probability that out of the few hundred people that may ever see this video, one of them may be named Veronica. I just feel like that is a name that is perfect for the kind of like bitchy attitude. I'm gonna go in this one. We're gonna try to do insane stuff. We're gonna try to be bitchy. We're gonna try to do whatever the hell we want. We're gonna, defy authority with this one. Now I have messed with this very briefly already before, and when I did that, I realized that the baby is kind of the exact same thing as it was for when you were a boy. Not surprisingly, it's a baby. I mean, like, what's going to be the difference? So anyway, we are going to select our personality just like we did last time, which is going to be the same choices. I'm telling you, I'm probably going to make the same exact choices I made last time around. So anyway, we're going to do this. I forgot spacebar. I will probably try to answer yes. Yeah, sure. I like to speak whatever comes to mind. Yep. No. Yes, for Reg is sweet. I always feel slow, tired, and lumps. You know what? This time we're not going to be depressed. We're going to be confident in ourselves. Important part of every job is knowing whom to impress. That's true. I am fascinated by car accidents. Oh, yeah. The people who know me best like me as a person. Yeah, maybe. The people that really know us, right? I'm extremely sensitive to criticism. No. I get nervous performing in front of others. Nope. The people around me seem happier than I do. No, because we are queen bitch right away. I often get the urge to touch walls with paint. Yeah, of course, who doesn't? When I am ill, I become short-tempered and snap at people. Exactly, because everyone is going to hate us. On important matters, I usually follow my parents' advice, even when I disagree. No. Is it possible that we live in a world where people can watch our every move? It is possible, yes. When am I in a quiet place, I get the urge to scream. Yep, because we're insane. It's okay to tell the white lie if it is guaranteed to bring great personal gain. Yes, exactly. It is often pointless to try to discuss problems with other people. True. I'm easily embarrassed. No. Children should be seen, not heard. Yes. I find it difficult to break the ice in conversations with people I barely know. Nope. My parents are strict disciplines. Yes, because that's why we're going to rebel. You can usually judge a person by first impressions. True. One way of getting people to treat you fairly is to get an aggressive stance and make them win you over. There we go. I think the questions like this are stupid and meaningless. No. Let's go. Okay, so we gotta start with birth and infancy again. Because it just makes sense. Let's just go through the whole motions. Anyway, welcome to birth and infancy. I must be the author of my own salvation. Laurie H. Huster from Invictus. Speech from Johannes to Nicholas, Act 3. Baby. You're in a warm, dark, comfortable place. This has been your place since you became aware that you are alive. It is almost time to enter a different world. Come out fighting. Gotta come out fighting. Every time, come out fighting. Yes, I can certainly understand how troublesome it can seem to be evicted unexpectedly. You have every right to feel angry. You were getting a little too big to be carried around in your mom's belly. Those back aches were really starting to get on her nerves. Besides, your dad had to suffer through a lot for the past couple of months and wasn't exactly Mr. Sunshine either. Get ready to be born in a flurry of waving arms, screams, and a slap to the bottom. Happy birthday and welcome to the world. From now on, life will begin to change rapidly. You will have to learn to accept responsibility, build up your resources, and manage yourself physically and emotionally. The events that transpire over the course of the next few days include your rich Aunt Martha placing the $500 bond in trust for you. You're the most beautiful baby in the maternity ward, and everyone takes your picture. Your grandmother buys you a ballet slipper and a violin for you. Buys you ballet slippers. Not just one. She doesn't just hand us one. So slippers. And everyone takes your picture and blah, 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 violin. We got a violin. Oh, yeah. The world's tiniest one, because we're actually in, a baby still, and we're still in the nursery, and so yeah, the world's tiniest violin, what we're gonna be playing. Anyway, to use in a year. So, I don't want to use it in a year now. I want to use the violin right now and just smack babies over the head with it. Okay, so here we actually go. Now, if you watch, I recommend watching the other Alter Ego run through if you didn't watch this, so you can get kind of the general basics, or at least know what's going on. But I'll give some overall detailing. Basically, you have all these kinds of events, and they dictate different things, whether they're social, whether they're personal choices, whether or not they're brain, intelligence things, knowledge. You then have ones. Let me see if I can get one. You'll have ones that are like super special events, the potential injury ones, which represent like this one with the X-ray going on, and then so on and so forth. So anyway, we can look at any time. We can what is it? Of course, I don't remember. Oh, it's escape. I forget. There we go. So there we can see our stats. We're 2 months old. Our basic stats from right at the very beginning, so you get a good idea of where we're starting from. Our thoughtfulness will never go up. Our trustworthiness will probably never go up. So let's go. A woman walks in the room holding a blanket and a bottle with warm wet liquid. Angry. Cry. The woman is your mother. She interrupts the crying interprets the cry as a sign that you need attention, and she picks you up and holds you next to her where it is nice and warm. She feeds you some. Some would say that you have begun to show a pattern of manipulating people who are close to you. But at your age, a child cannot be spoiled. Unfortunately, your mother doesn't know this and begins to feel as if there might be something wrong with either herself or you. Keep crying. You're a difficult child who rejects your mother and the bottle. Exactly, we want to breastfeed. Get out the tits, Mom. Let's hang on this way. You send out loud wails which make your mother feel useless and inferior. Conflict with your parents seems certain if you persist this kind of behavior. You don't have very many skills yet. As a matter of fact, life is pretty boring. Restless and irritable. But, quiet. Let's look around. You look around and see a large blur about 11 inches away from your eye. Every once in a while, it moves. Hey, wait a minute. Just as you had that thought, it moved again. Keep looking. Congratulations, you found your hand. This may not seem like much of a big discovery, but it is, and you will have to learn how to control your hands. As part of childhood development. When you are an adolescent, controlling your hands or of others will become important too. You could go over, there we go. Lying on your stomach in the crib, you notice an interesting object that is arm's distance away. It has a round shape at the top and a ring at the bottom. Determination. Grasp the object. You have the fighting spirit of your Aunt Martha, and you sneak and crawl on your belly like a kitten trying to catch an unsuspecting mouse. You reach your destination, grasp the rattle confidently, and drool on it in victory. Intellectual spheres shows a marked increase. We're going to shake the rattle. This is a terrific fun. You spend a good amount of time shaking the rattle and then fall asleep exhausted by the long trek from one end of the crib to the other. Now, I'll be honest, I don't even remember half the choices I made the other time around, so yeah, sorry. So I'm going to probably end up making a lot of the same choices just because of instinct of what I naturally would have chosen. If I remember specifically what we did, I'll try to change it up. But I also kind of want to... I'm hoping that once we get to the more adult stages, we'll have like a lot of differences. It's got to be, right? Because, anyway, you are lying on a soft, furry blanket on the floor of the big room. You're on your back, staring at shadows that sometimes creep across the ceiling. Every so often, Mom or Dad passes by and makes a funny face. Your hands grope in all directions, and your feet pat the floor gently, almost out of control. Happy. Make an O shape. You pucker your cheeks in and out and take a short, quick breath. The skin on your face feels alternately tight and loose. A person walks by and twirls their fingers at you. Move your face back and forth. Turn toward the person. You are too young to keep the person in view for a long time. Whoever it is, he moves past in a blur. You are lying down on your crib and greeted by a noisy neighbor who has a child just your age. The neighbor says, "My, look at the funny little nose." She turns to your mother and adds, "Don't worry, dear, I hear that noses are the last thing to look truly human." She picks you up. Angry. Collect a mouthful of drool. A nice puddle of saliva has formed on the inside of your mouth. Open your mouth and drool on neighbor. Splash! A gooey stream showers your neighbor's face and hands, while you give a glassy-eyed smile as she places you back in the crib and excuses herself. Exactly, bitch. Get off me, okay? Let's just keep the hands off. We'll all be good here. You're lying down in the crib while your mom and dad are speaking in the other room. You hear their voices deep and muffled from beyond the door. Why aren't they paying attention to you? Happy sleep. Just go to sleep. We don't need any problems. It's very considerate of you to leave your parents with some time alone together. It does seem like a perfect opportunity to attract some attention. However, you have a comfortable nap and wake up feeling hungry. Now we're gonna cry. Your crying brings in Dad, who's holding a nice warm bottle of milk. Hunger and need says. Okay. Nothing too amazing yet. I know. You have just awakened from a nice long nap. Didn't we just do that? And we just ate? Oh, wait, this is a different day. And your mom comes in your room and wants to hold you. We're gonna be cranky. Cry. You must be in a foul mood today. Mood swings such as these are quite common with babies your age. Unfortunately, when babies are too cranky, their parents see this as a sign of rejection. Go back to sleep and wake up later. You have just awakened from a nice long nap. Your mom wants to come in and hold you, cranky, and cry again. You must be in a very... So pretty much you have to... Okay, this is so funny. Just endless loop. Nope. Just keep going back to sleep. Fuck you, bitch. Don't touch me. This is a great way to make a new mom feel good. The consideration earns you points in many spheres. You will find that as life progresses, pleasing mother becomes harder and harder. In a few years, it will take doing chores and going to the store. Before you know it, she'll want to become a She'll want you to become a doctor or a lawyer. Enjoy your infancy while you can. Your mom picks you up so that your face touches hers. Move your mouth. You just gave your first kiss. This may not seem like a very big deal to you, but it is very important to your mother. Bad part is that now you will have to repeat this act until your entire family becomes aware of your new talent. You can avoid kissing overly affectionate relatives by dribbling on them at just the right moment. It's time to go to your Aunt Lucy's house. It's chilly outside and you need to be dressed in a coverall type thing. Angry. Resist. You react against being squeezed in these uncomfortable suit by the crying and sending out long sirens of protest. Your grandmother graciously offers to help. Keep giving everyone a hard time. Persisting to act like a little brat is not a very wise choice. How do you expect to motivate grandma to spoil you if you're not willing to make your mom look foolish in front of her? Would you like to give in now or make everyone even angrier at you? Fuck it. Let's push our luck. Your mother pulls you away from your grandmother and literally stuffs you into the suit. It is tucked in and bunched up in all the wrong places. We did this last time, Joe. I do remember this one. You're going to protest to no avail. Your mom has the last word, and your physical sphere suffers temporarily short-term discomfort. It's still good. It's still so good. You are quietly playing with your mother's pocketbooks. She is not around. Look, it opens easily. Devilish, looking, touch, and empty. You know you shouldn't touch mom's things. Want to stop now while everything is still in one place? No! That was very wide. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I hit yes. Oh, I was like, no, and then I hit yes. No, yes, no, yes. Damn. Anyway, let's move on. You're exploring the playpen and are feeling very lively, like a ballerina. You grab hold of a playpen bar and lift your legs up and to the railing. Determined, take some steps. There we go. You're showing signs of early confidence mixed with just the right amount of risk-taking. Success comes easily and naturally as you take a leisurely but wobbly stroll to the other side of the crib. Which way do you... to the Joffrey. Okay, so, yeah, we'll do a couple more. Mom and Dad are entertaining some friends while you're minding your own business, sitting quietly in a corner of the room. Suddenly, a man with a big nose and a shiny head puts his face right up to yours and says something in a loud voice. Terror! Hit the man in the nose. Bam! You give him right into the schnoz, which feels rough and oily. You are terrified, but he thinks you are playing with him. Unfortunately, Dad spots him and ushers him back to bother people closer to his own age. You're sitting in a high chair, eating your lunch, which consists of crackers, string peas, and a mug of milk. You're just learning how to eat with utensils. Angry, pick up the Susie fantastic plastic drinking cup. You're in a bad mood. You were disturbed right in the middle of an exciting game of blocks. Posable Susie Fantastic would understand. You hold the plastic mug high over your head. It is full of milk. Mother says, put the mug down to the table before you spill it. Say no. Mom says, don't you tell me no, young lady. I am your mother, and you don't really understand what she is saying, so you say no. You are put into your room and told not to come out until you can behave yourself. Really? That's what we end up with? Okay, guys, so that will wrap up this first episode of Alter Ego Female Edition. We'll be back soon with another episode with, see if we can advance Veronica to the next life stage. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoyed.